Alright, I'm just going to show you a couple of the ways that you can play around with Gravity Forms and the Gravity Forms to WordPress post capability. I'm going to do some non-standard stuff just to try and tweak your head a little bit about what the possibilities are. So the first thing I want you to notice is I have pulled over the post title, and it comes right here from the post field. So these are the components that make up posts. Although you can use any of the other things to provision these pieces, pretty much. So in any case, I've got post title over here. I've decided I'm not going to have people fill it out, but I want it to become something based on what they are. So I check this Create Content Template box, and then I'm using these optional form fields. And what I did is I'm getting the user agent, which is essentially your browser, the IP address, and the date of submission. So the other thing I've done here is I've hidden it from people by clicking administrative on the back end here. So this will only be visible to me or to whoever's the admin of the form. Now, I pulled over just a standard field here, radio buttons. Notice here, this is what you'll see by default. And you can just fill it in, and that's one way to do it. But you can also check this box that says Show Values. You can enter different values in here that might be, I don't know, less descriptive or have additional wrappers. Like right now, I'm wrapping these in different H tags, and I'm kind of adding like some HTML heart emoticon type things and that sort of stuff. But what people fill out and see is going to be this. What ends up getting entered, or the value for those things, is this. And I'll show you kind of how that's a little bit interesting. Then I just have a number field. It's asking for your favorite number, 1 to 10. I set the min and max here. I've got nothing else going on there. It's just a way to get some numbers. This piece is from the post fields. It's the category. What I did here is I had a bunch of categories because this is a weird playground blog. So all sorts of strange things. So I just selected certain categories by checking them here. I'm using the field drop-down piece, and that's what's going on. Notice I did change it from category to a weird question about your chi. Now, where all this gets wrapped together is another post field thing called body. So this is over here. If you click on that, what I'm going to lean heavily on is this content template. So I'm going to show you a couple things here. One is, notice I have field :2. That's one way to address things. In this particular case, it's addressing the how much do you love WordPress question. So if we scroll up here, you'll notice field ID 2. But Gravity Forms is very kind in that they have this list of merge tags. So that's available to you for just drop downs and exposure. Let me show you this piece as well. This is where I'm playing around with that idea of the number. So I'm doing two things with the number. One, I'm going to set the font size and the inline style and add a 0. The other is I'm going to wrap it in here so that it actually says what number you chose and displays it with that font size. And then finally, I'm going to take the category and display it in the body of the post as well. So let's just take a second, and I'm going to submit an example. So I'm going to say WordPress gets all the love. My favorite number will be 7, and I'm choosing the Splot category. I submit. I'll go over here to posts. And what we'll see is there it is. You can see a lot of other things I've done as I've been messing around with that. But we can see category Splot, all the crazy stuff I grabbed for the title. But there's the HTML for WordPress. If we do an inspect element, we'll see it is wrapping it in H2 header. And then this, since I chose the number 7, is referencing it there and choosing the font size 70. And it's in the Splot category, which you see is here. So you can do a lot of tricks there in a lot of weird ways and have some fun with it. But that's kind of a dip your toe in the water example.